Hello. So far, we have learned what a code is, how to create one, and how to add products to a code, to finally end up in the code line editor page. The code line editor page is the central interface within Salesforce CPQ where sales reps edit and manage the details of a code, just like a control panel. It's used to add, modify, and review all items within a code, ensuring accuracy and alignment with customer needs. The code line editor page is composed of three main sections. First, the header, then the code information, and then finally, the code line items section. First, the header is where we find the control buttons, add products, add group, delete lines, quick save, etc. So without any further ado, let's see them together in action. Let's navigate back to our code. So in the code header, the first button we have is add products, to add products as we have seen in the previous lecture. Then if you click on the narrow button, you will have another button which is add favorite, which allows us to add directly the product that we've set as favorite. For instance, if we click on it, we have our favorite products. We can select them and add them. Then we have add group. It is used to create code groups. We will see more about that in an upcoming specific lecture for code groups. Then we have delete lines, which is a self-explanatory button. It's used to delete lines. For instance, if we want to delete this line or both of them, we can just select them and then hit delete lines. Then we have this button. If you hover over it, it's called optional all. This button is used to mark selected code lines as optional, which means they are presented as choices rather than required parts of the code. When a product or a service is marked as optional, it remains part of the code, but it's distinguished from mandatory items, allowing customers to opt in or out according to their needs and budgets. For instance, let's say that we want to make this code line item optional, so we check it, and then you hit optional. Then if you click the narrow button, notice that the checkbox optional is clicked. We can also make all of them optional just by clicking here. And all the code line items are going to be optional. Let's deselect this one. Right now, hit calculate. Notice that the price has changed. It doesn't include anymore the printer high capacity tray because we have set it as optional. This is useful for sales reps when they just want to grab the customer attention for another product possibility without including its prices. Then we have the calculate buttons. After the sales reps have updated their lines, quantities, discounts, they can hit calculate to recompute prices based on changes, ensuring up-to-date information. Let's say, for instance, that in our code lines, we're going to sell 10 of these ones, and we're going to apply a discount of 20% here. And then we click calculate, see that the price have changed to take in considerations our settings. Then we have the quick save and the save button. The difference between quick save and save is that when you click on quick save, this saves the current state without a full page refresh. While when you click save, this will save the change and bring you back to the code record. For instance, if we click save, notice that right now we are back in the code. So let's click again, edit lines to go back to the code line editor page. Then finally, we have the cancel buttons, which allows us to go back to the page. And of course, if you haven't saved any informations before canceling, there'll be a last. Then we have the code information section. Here we have an overview of critical details like start date, end date, subscription terms, etc., setting the timeline for the service or product the customer is purchasing. We will use them a lot when working on products which are subscriptions, MDQ, or used based. Then we have the code line item section that we will see in the next lecture, in addition to understanding what is a code line item. Thank you for watching. If you are excited to dive deeper, explore the full course, and master Salesforce CPQ today, use the link in the below description to get the full course, who happens to be a bestseller on Udemy. You will get a lifetime access, a certificate of completion, and exclusive content. See you there.